8 months ago with it wasn't automated. It wasn't an automated system, so that's why I didn't really understand it. And believe it or not, folks, I'm a dinosaur when it comes to this. I haven't even got an eBay account or an Amazon account. And some people think I'm crazy, but you know what, folks? You can be a dinosaur like myself, get involved in this business model, and create a large passive income if you want to, and you can learn as you go. But welcome to Springboard, your first introduction to e-commerce. Now folks, in today's webinar, what I'm going to be showing you is how to make incomes of anywhere between a couple of $100 a week to $20,000 a week, if you can think that big and beyond. Now, Infinii, what they do is Infinii is the ultimate e-commerce management platform for both seasoned sellers and beginners like myself. And some of you here on this webinar might be beginners yourself. Okay, and but with this particular platform, folks, it doesn't matter whether you're a seasoned seller or a beginner. What happens here is Infinii's vendors team, they negotiate and they bring in some of the best-selling products at the lowest prices allowed by the actual manufacturers or the suppliers. Okay, step two, what they do is we can purchase these products directly from Springboard, and I'll show you what Springboard's all about in a moment, and we don't even have to do any sort of research on these products, negotiation. We don't have to negotiate on price with the manufacturers, any logistical management or importing items and so forth. We can choose two options here in the back office. Once you decide to get involved with Springboard, you can choose to sell these particular items yourself, or you can pick the managed service option and have our team of people package and bundle the items and ship them to Amazon or eBay, etc. on our behalf, and they sell these particular products for us. By the time the fees are taken out, we get to keep those profits. Now, this is a perfect situation here. It's perfectly suited for international partners like people in Australia, New Zealand, Asian countries and so forth, and those who've got limited budgets or those without the hours and time or inclination to invest in eBay or Amazon daily. And do an e-commerce there, because a lot of people have got jobs and families and so forth, but there are millions and millions, literally hundreds of millions of people around the world that are desperately looking for a part-time income or a home-based income, an e-commerce business, folks. And this is the trends that we're seeing. There's going to be a huge paradigm shift in this area where you're going to see people that will be just working from home, creating millions of dollars in business for themselves and their families. So this is how it basically works. When you get involved, you're going to have your back office there. You're going to have a selection of products that you can view. And in this example, we have a Spider-Man floor puzzle, for example. We know Infinii can purchase these products for $3. They source them out either from China or wherever for $3. They know that this particular Spider-Man floor puzzle set sells on Amazon for $12. Now, the management fee in this particular case is 35 cents. Amazon or eBay take their fees of $5.45, and we're left with a profit. It's around about, in this case here, it's about 100 or 110% profit on that particular product, which is absolutely fantastic, folks. Okay, and also we have other different products and services here that you'll be able to select from. We have the Architect swing arm lamp, and we've got men's sweatpants and teething rattles. There's going to be literally hundreds and hundreds of different products to choose from. Now, folks, remember, the products that will be on the Springboard, these aren't products and services that are just picked randomly. These are the expert team of pickers here, or people who select the products. They are experts in this field. They've had 2 years of experience with over $2 billion in sales, and a lot of the people have made incredible incomes with this particular model here. And so they're going to be able to pick the best, most popular selling items on eBay and Amazon and so forth, and these products will sell for us. Now, some products I hear they take 2 weeks to sell, 1 week, 1 month to sell. Some products might sell within 2 months or 3 months. There's no guarantees on on when a particular product will be sold. It will be sold when it is sold on these sites there. But for example, here we have this particular lamp here that they get these prices, these lamps for $8. Amazon in this particular case takes a $8.59 fee. The management fee is 35 cents, so there's potential profit of just under $6 per unit. Okay, and here we have these other products here, potential products of potential profit of $4.58, and here's $10 profit, etc. And they're going to be picking literally hundreds and hundreds of different products that we all have to choose from. So, folks, this is also how you can purchase products, and this is how they were doing. This is how those people did that $2 billion. For example, Rachel, which is a eBay purchaser, she brought a cookware set on eBay, and she was happy with the price, so she purchased that. But Stephen was the actual seller, and Stephen, what he did, he didn't even have to touch the products. What he did is he just used the Infinity platform to insert himself into the supply chain and collected the profit. Now, folks, this is how these people were making these sorts of income. Now, when I saw this model not too long ago, I didn't understand it. Well, I just wasn't an e-commerce sort of guy. I didn't even have an eBay account. I've never bought and sold not one item on eBay or Amazon for that matter. But this is how these people have done millions and millions of dollars worth of business, folks. So now it's time for an old dinosaur like me to keep up with the times and get myself a slice of that pie. And same with you. If you've never bought and sold on eBay, it doesn't matter, folks. This system here is automated for people such as ourselves. As I said, for the experienced sellers or the actual beginners. Now, this is how we can get involved in this system here. We can get involved in what they call the prime level. There's 3 levels, and I'll explain how they all work. Prime level, the outlay is $49.95 US. Now, folks, remember, these prices are US, so it's going to be more in Australian dollars. It is a monthly fee of $9.95, and it creates 50 business volume. That's what BV stands for. Now, you need to remember that, because this is how we're going to create the wealth, through the amount of business that we generate through our sites here. Now, at the prime level, which is really a beginner's level, more or less, okay, we have access up to 15 Springboard products at a time. In other words, you will be able to purchase these products. For example, that Spider-Man puzzle set for $3. You might want to purchase 15 of those, or you might want to purchase 5 of those and 5 of the sweatpants and 5 of the lamps. But there's going to be hundreds of products to choose from. Also, in the Springboard catalog there, you will see the profit margins and the costings involved. So you'll know exactly what sort of profit margins you will have with the Prime platform. And also the Prime platform comes with a lot of tutorials on actually how to establish, if you want to go down that route, how to establish a e-commerce business yourself and create additional wealth, okay, on top of what you can create with this sort of platform here. Now, here we have the medium level, which is the surge level. And this is what I believe a lot of people will come in at. But once again, it all depends on affordability. But it's $149.95 monthly. That's once again US, and it's $9.95 monthly partner fees, okay? But that creates 150 business volume. Now remember, this is how we get paid. So, but this here allows you to get access up to 30 Springboard products at a time. So you can purchase 30 products. You're going to have, in the surge level, you're going to have less fees and slightly higher margins, profit margins also. Okay, and then what we have here is the third level, which is the highest package you can get. It's called the Excel level, and that's $399.95 plus $995 a month in partner fees. But that creates 400 business volume. Now, that can give you access up to 60 Springboard products at a time. You can earn up to 400% higher profit margins per sale, which is fantastic. At this level here, we get the highest returns. Also, for those who are inclined, you can it gives you step-by-step support as you can create your own multinational product lines. And there's so much more benefits in the Excel program here, folks, that I won't go too much into, but this we can explain at in other webinars. But basically for now, as we're starting off our business, because we just launched a couple of days ago, and we're going to get in full swing as of the 10th onwards of this month, so it's in tomorrow, well, it's actually the 10th in America that we'll be going into full swing, so that'll be in a couple of days' time. But here, folks, there's so many products here, so many services here, and the profit margins are great. But once again, you decide which level you want to come in at, the Excel level, the Surge level, or the Prime level. Now, if you come in at the Prime level, which is the $49.95, you can always upgrade or downgrade depending on what you want to do. Okay, so that's how that works there. And folks, you know what I can see, based on the company's past experience and all the products that have been sold and so forth, and the amount of wealth a lot of these people are making, I can see a lot of people creating some nice profits for themselves just by getting involved in over the Excel, Surge, or Prime level. And in here, folks, with all of these particular products here, offerings over the Excel, Surge, or Prime, we have also a tutorial. So it's a lot of information that we can learn how to set up our accounts and so forth, and learn how to become true eBay entrepreneurs, or sorry, e-commerce entrepreneurs. Now, folks, I truly believe with this particular system, there will be people within the next 12 months that they'll be making a tremendous amount of income with this, that they will be able to leave their daytime jobs if they want to. And the reason why I say that is because the company did $2 billion in sales in the last 2 years, and a tremendous amount of those people have already retired from their 9-to-5 jobs, and are working part-time, making 3, 4, 5 times more money in their daytime jobs. So it's once again, it's a technology disruptor, and if you take advantage of it, you can create wealth. You just got to think outside the box today. Now, here's how we can create wealth with the actual business model. You get involved with either the Prime, Surge, or Excel. Once again, you choose whichever level you can come in at, depending on your affordability level. And it's $9.95. Well, here we've got a typo here. This is just a new PowerPoint here. But anyway, it's $9.95 per month to have access to building your business. Now, there are 6 ways that you can create wealth for yourself in this particular pay plan here. We're going to use a hybrid dual team uni-level binary system. Don't get too confused about this. It's a very simple and rewarding pay plan. I'm going to show you how this works. But basically what you want to do is you want to create 2 teams. You've got a left team and a right team. So this left team here, you're going to create a group of entrepreneurs, and this right team here, you'll also create a group of entrepreneurs. People that think like us, people who want something extra, a little bit extra out of life. And a lot of people today, folks, as I said, they're in that looking zone and they're saying, you know what, there's got to be something better than my 9-to-5 job. There's got to be something I can do online. Well, folks, we have a solution for these people, and it's called Infinii. So let's have a look how the business volume is created here in the Infinii model. Now, everything we do creates business volume. For example, one way of creating business volume is when people purchase the Prime, Surge, or Excel level, okay, with all the tutorials and the ability to purchase at wholesale and let the company sell it at retail, and we keep the profit margins along after the fees, etc. That creates business volume. Now, when these products are sold on the e-commerce retail sites, they also create business volume. So when people are buying our products on anywhere around the world, okay, it creates 2% of the retail item gets put into the business volume in the organization here. Then also a third way, which is going to be probably the biggest way, is going to be the marketplace purchases. When somebody purchases products or services in the marketplace, okay, it's also going to create business volume. And this marketplace, I'm not going to go too far into this, but it's going to be something incredible. It's just all about business, folks. We can bring in businesses within here. If you know somebody that has some sort of product or service to market to the world, they can put that product and service into this system, and they will be able to sell that to people online, and that's going to be able to create business volume also. Also, we have digital services, and that's a huge market in itself. But let's have a look. Business volume is created when people purchase platform fees and other activities, e-commerce retail sales, marketplace purchases, digital products and service exchange, vendor supplier referrals, etc. Now, here we have a left team, and there's people in here buying and selling products and services on eBay. They're getting involved in the Springboard products, and they're all having a great time and creating business volume. And on the right side, there's also people doing the same thing. Now, what happens, the goal here is to have a lot of business volume coming from your left team and a tremendous amount of business volume also coming from the right team. Now, let's have a look at how do we make some of this income. When you introduce an entrepreneur into this business model and they say, this is great, I want to either get the Prime, Surge, or the Excel, you will now make 15%. It's only a once-off referral bonus that the company will pay us. You will now make 15% of that particular purchase there. So in this case, if you registered John and John's happy and John says, yep, this is great, I want to go straight to the Excel because there's more profit there, great. Because John purchases the $400 pack, you now make 15% of $400, which is $60. Now that's just once off. Now, income number two, which is a fabulous income, it's a beginner's bonus. Now, folks, people can be making anywhere between $50, $100 a week on this bonus alone. Okay, what it says is that the company will guarantee you $1,800 US over time, not straight away, if you simply meet one simple requirement. You bring in one person on the left team and one person on the right team, and can be a customer even. Doesn't have to necessarily be an entrepreneur, but one person on the left team, one person on the right team, and if they purchase any of the packs, you now qualify for this beginner bonus. And that's, I won't go into too much detail on the beginner bonus, but it's 6% of the money and company money is put into a pool, and whoever qualifies at that level there, they get to share in that profit. Okay, now here's how we start to create the real wealth. We can earn up to $50,000 a week. Yes, that's right, folks, a week. Okay, it doesn't happen overnight, but it can happen. Over the up to $50,000 on your dual team bonuses. Now let's explain how that works. Now here we have Pam. Pam gets involved in the business, and Pam says, this is fantastic, and Pam gets involved in either Prime, Surge, or Excel. Now Pam immediately talks to a couple of her associates, and Sue decides to get involved because she thinks e-commerce is a booming business and she wants a home-based business for herself. Sue here might want to start up a family. So now she wants to supplement her income, get rid of her job, and become a what they call a mum entrepreneur. Okay, and here we have Mark. Mark gets involved in the business because he sees something in it for himself. Now, when Pam introduces Mark and Sue, she now qualifies for the Fast Start bonus. Okay, so she could, the company will pay her $60 for introducing Mark, and the company will pay her $60 for introducing Sue. She also now qualifies for that beginner bonus, and that could be another $100 or $150 that particular week. We don't know at this point in time. Now, as more people are getting involved, because Sue is now going to talk to her friends and introduce the business model to her friends and family and entrepreneurs. Okay, now folks, don't forget, this is not for everybody. This is for entrepreneurs. This is for people who want a little bit extra, and there are millions and hundreds of millions of people around there, okay, around today in the world that want a home-based business. But we have to talk to these people, and towards the end of this webinar, I'm going to show you how to do this, okay, give you a bit of hints and tips on actually how to do that. But as the volume goes through your left team, and the volume goes through your right team, because people are purchasing products and services, they're selling on eBay, and there's percentages of going down into business volume. People are purchasing the platform packages, which creates platform fees, etc., which creates business volume. In this example, the left team's created 8,000 points worth of business volume, and the right team has created 9,000 business volume. So in the way that we make money in this business here is the computer works out and says which side does the least volume. You're going to get paid 10% of that side. So you're going to see your volume in your back office. You'll see that, and every week you'll get paid. So in this case, you're going to get paid 10% of 8,000, which is $800 US. Now, folks, could you imagine making $800 a week part-time on top of what you're making now? Some people don't even make $800 working full-time a week, okay, and this is your own business. Now, as we are expanding the business, as we are promoting the business and advertising the business, we are taking on people not only locally, but interstate and also around the world. And these people here can be local, or they can be in the US, they can be in Europe, anywhere. But these people in green, the green ones here, they're the ones that you have physically brought in. And what happens is Sue introduces this person who's introduced this person, and we're all getting taught on actually how to buy and sell on the e-commerce platforms, which is very, very simple. Okay, now at this point here, there's more volume going through there. Now, folks, you can see here 28,000 business volume on the left side, 39,000 on the right side. You're now making 15% of the 28,000, which is $4,200 a week. Folks, I truly believe there's going to be people doing this in less than 6 months. Okay, this just based on what these guys were doing 2 years ago, and also based on the activity that's been happening in the last 2 weeks. Now, at that level there, you're going to see some people hitting some goals, and they're going to be saying, hey, I don't need to be working a 9 to 5 anymore, because working 40, 60 hours a week is a waste of my time. I may as well put in a little bit more effort here and start creating more wealth. So as the teams are growing, and as we're teaching people how to do this simple, how to use Springboard, which is like a child can do, okay, and then some of these people want to go one step further and learn how to create more income by learning how to do this themselves, also on selling on eBay and Amazon and a lot of other the e-commerce sites around the world. Okay, but here in this example, because there's more business volume, because you get paid on the business volume, you're making $19,600 US a week, because now you've got more volume and you go up to the top commission scale, which is 20% of the team that does the least volume. Now, folks, it is incredible what can be done here, and just remember, e-commerce last year did $11 trillion in business, and this company only did $2 billion of that in 2 years. Could you imagine with this model? I can see this company doing $10 billion in less than probably 3 to 4 years, which by the way will smash all networking models since networking started 70 years ago. And that's why I'm very excited to be part of this particular system. It's just very, very exciting. Now, if you thought that $20,000 a week is a good income, folks, you haven't seen anything yet. This is where the big dollars come in, and it's very possible for those people that think big. Now, it's not going to be overnight, but look at the possibilities. This particular 5% infinity pay, let's have a look how that works. Now, because you introduced Sam and Sue, those 4 people, Mark and Kim, what happens is the computer works out on the lines that the amount of people that you bring in and the volume that each of these people and their entrepreneurial associates bring in. Now, for example, Sam here, he introduces 5 entrepreneurs, and they might be 3 people on the left side and those 2 are on the right side. And these people introduce some people and those people, etc., etc. Now, folks, we're all over the world here. Okay, and by the time it gets to maybe 2 levels deep, you don't even know these people, but they're all part of your business, your e-commerce business. Now, what happens here is you now get paid 5% of all the volume from each of these 4 business lines. And folks, this is where the big dollars come in. You can now get, for example, Sam's business is doing $19,600 points worth of business volume. You now get 5% of that entire organization. Sue now does 21,000 points. You get 5% of that, so that's an extra $1,000 a week. Mark is doing 20,950 business volume. That's an extra $1,000 a week there, and here's an extra $600 a week. So if you add that up on a monthly scale, that's $14,748 per week. Now, folks, this is just an example, but I can see people doing this in 12 months or less. Okay, and there's going to be some show-offs that are going to be doing it in 3 or 6 months. Okay, but it's up to the individual on how hard they want to work to attain these particular ranks. And I'm going to show it's not working hard, it's working smart. And I'm going to show you some ways to work smart instead of hard. Now, this particular bonus, check this out, it's incredible. This particular bonus, you can make up to can you imagine this? You can make up to $200,000 per line, per person. So if Sam, over the period of 2 or 3 years, has some tremendous volume, okay, the company will pay you up to it maxes out at $50,000 a week or $200,000 a month. Now, if you have Sam and Sue and Mark and Kim, hey, that's $800,000 a month just on that 5% infinity bonus. and then you're making money on the dual team pay plan. Now, folks, there will be people, guaranteed beyond the shadow of a doubt, there will be people making this in less than 3 years, in my opinion. The reason why I say that, because in traditional networking, I know some people, not personally, but you know of these hotshots that are making $1 million a year already. And those particular networks are very hard to build. But those people are obviously skilled, right? But this here, folks, we will break records beyond the shadow of a doubt here, because we are dealing with the world, and we're dealing in e-commerce, and we can put anything we want through this particular model. And folks, the company is gearing up to put tremendous amount of business through this particular model that we will be all able to tap in, and we are involved right at the ground floor. Now, here's a fifth way of making money, which is elevation rank bonuses. Now, let's go through that very, very quickly. Now, when you get involved here, folks, you can get involved, and I'm not going to go through all this, but you can download this, and this will make sense as the more you see this. But here is the sweet spot that we are going to help as many people as we can to get to this level, and we'll only help the people who want to get to that level. I mean, we can't help people that don't want to get to that level, okay? Like, we can't force people to be rich, but we select people based on them putting their hand up and then saying, yep, I want to become a director, and we help those people, and we work with those entrepreneurs. So here, what a director level is you have to be on the surge level minimum, and you're going to be getting 15% on the binary income, but you have to have at least 30,000 points going through your business in what they call PET, which I'll explain in a moment, I'll explain it now. It's PET's personal enrollment tree business, okay? In other words, you're the one that's physically brought those people into the business. In other words, you're the one that brought Mark in, and Kim and Sam and the other, and Pam, or Sue, I think it was, okay? So you introduced those people. Now, if you add up 30,000 points over the 1 month, and let's assume that every person comes in at the Excel level, hypothetically. Now, that's not going to happen, but hypothetical situation, you divide 30,000 points, you divide that into the Excel package, which is 400 points. That equates to only 75 people worldwide in your organization who want to get the Excel level. Now, I'm putting my hand up for the Excel level, so I'm there thinking, wow, there's got to be 75 people around the world that think like I do, who want to get maximum returns, but you only come in at that level. So you don't have to come in at the Excel level. You can come in at the lowest level and work your way up. Once again, it's all about affordability, okay? But there will be quite a few people coming in at the Excel level because of the profit benefits there. But that's all you've got to do, folks, and you want to have at least 10,000 points on the lesser league. Now, at that level there, you're going to be, the binary maxes out at $3,500 US a week. The infinity bonuses maxes out at $200 per lineage, per person that you bring in. So if you bring in 10 of them, you can be making $2,000 a week just on that. But here's the kicker. If we do this in 90 days, you will now be able to get $20,000 bonus from the company. Now, folks, here's the thing. You're going to get $10,000 if you do it in 91 days or 9 months or 1 year. But if you do it in 90 days or less, the company is going to give you an extra $10,000. So, folks, this is why this is very exciting. Let's not leave that extra $10,000 on the table. Let's see if we can help as many people get to the director level and help them get that $20,000 bonus. Now, folks, this is the perfect time to build. That's why we're very excited about this business now. It's the perfect time to build this business because we're heading into the festive season. People are going to have their holidays, but now you want to start taking on people now, okay? And because what happens in next month, which is a new year, 2016, what normally happens in the first couple of days of January of the new year, people get, they rest up and get rid of their hangovers on January the 1st. But you know what they do? They say, this year I'm going to set New Year's resolutions and I'm going to hit them this year. The biggest one is I want to lose weight and create more money for myself, or pay back the credit card, or get some part-time job, or just create extra money for themselves and their families. And folks, we have the perfect solution for them. Because what are the majority of people going to do? What options have they have to what are they going to do? Get a part-time job at McDonald's or something? Here we have a perfect online business, which is great for people like myself that have no idea how e-commerce works. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of other people that have no idea, but we can succeed, okay, because it's automated with the company when we can learn as we grow. But those people who are already professionals and they already sell and buy on eBay, you can introduce this to them. This would be a walk in the park to them, okay? So it's very exciting. Now, here's how you want to move through the ranks, because you don't want to just stay at direct level, folks. We're talking about creating wealth. Over the next 2 to 5 years, we want to see literally millionaires coming out of this particular model. Okay, folks, and the money that the cash flow, because all these businesses are is cash flow. The cash flow you make from this business, you pay back your debt, but what happens then is you start creating assets, okay, like investments, investment properties, or you create an investment portfolio, get involved in shares or whatever you can, because now what happens, you're going to be living off the rental income and the dividends and so forth. And now you are totally financially independent. You have no money challenges. You're having a great time. You're helping the people in charities and all sorts of things, folks. You can give up your job if you want to, okay, and it's not going to be that hard to do, folks. With this particular model, it could be, 12 months of working this particular business here, and a lot of people will have choices whether they want to retire from their 9-to-5 jobs and concentrate on their own business here. But if you help, this is how you can advance in the ranks here. If you help 3 people become director, okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that, but if you help, once you become director, then you want to help 3 people. You now go to the senior director level, and that's only 80,000 points. In fact, you're making 5,000. You could be making up to 5,000 a week. But see how here you could be making an extra $500 per line. Okay, that infinity bonus, and the company gives you another $20,000 bonus. Now they don't pay you that bonus straight away. You're going to get paid that bonus in monthly installments of $5,000 per month. So you see this little 4 here? That means you're going to get paid $20,000 divided by 4, so it's $5,000 a month. Hey, that's not bad. $5,000 a month on top of all these other incomes. And then as the momentum grows, which could be towards the end of the year, folks, guess what? You could see yourself in the executive director level or presidential level. And some hotshot's going to pass that and get up to the 20% level. We don't know, but I do know there's going to be people out there around the world that will really get to these levels. And it's like Roger Bannister. Everyone was saying, hey, you can't do the 4-minute mile. But guess what? Roger Bannister, he didn't believe that. He dismissed that. And what did he do? He broke the 4-minute mile. And everyone said it was impossible, and guess what? After that, there was not everybody, I certainly didn't, right? But there was a lot of other athletes that were breaking the 4-minute mile because someone did it. Now, could you imagine someone doing ambassador in a year, in 12 months? Well, there's your Roger Bannister. Hey, it could be you too. Who knows? Okay, but it's very exciting. Now, excuse me. Now, here's the last bonus, which is a global bonus of 4% of the company profits. It's put into a pool. And this is how you can create wealth from people, okay? This is like a profit sharing, I'd imagine, of the company bonus. And once you reach the director level, see, folks, the real wealth creation starts at director. That's why we want to help people in 3 months and stay there and start helping other people get director underneath them. But if you get director, you're getting 2% of this profit pool, of this profit, okay? And folks, if the company is imagine if the company does $2 billion again, or it's doing $5 billion and so forth. Okay, and by the time if it's doing $2 billion to $5 billion in profits, folks, could you imagine what that 4% pool would be? We're going to be sharing that pool, so that's incredible income there. Now, here's how we're going to build this business, and we're just going to spend a little bit of time here. Okay, now this is how we're going to create wealth here. This is how we're going to help people get to that 90-day director level and get that $20,000 bonus. First of all, you create a database of every single person you know. Standard thing, no difference. You create a database of people, let's say 30, 40, 50 names. and you have your, what you want to do is you want to tell your friends and family first. Not that they'll probably get in, but you want to tell them, get them over and done with, because if you're making a fortune here, you know what the standard thing is. Well, why didn't you tell me? You know, so you'd send some information to them and let them say yes or no to you. And like this, if you're making a lot of money, they can't come back to you and say, well, why didn't you tell me? So, and then what happens is you can also talk to people on your LinkedIn groups or your Facebook groups, etc. And folks, there's a tremendous amount of business that's been done on social media platforms through LinkedIn and Facebook, etc. And I know a lot of people that have created a lot of wealth in these particular platforms with these sort of programs here. So what you do is you create a list. That's step one. Step two is you then give these people a phone call or a text message. Now, if you want to, a phone call will go simply like this, and I'd ring up one of my friends and say, hi, John, it's Mark here. How's the wife and kids, etc. Small chit-chat over and done with. I simply say, hey, John, I'm very excited. I got involved in a great business venture. It's an e-commerce model called Infinii. It's new, but there's a tremendous amount of income to be made. I think me and you can make some money at it. I want to send you a link. Check it out, and if you're interested, hey, let's get together and we can do something. Okay, so something along those lines. Now, John's going to say to you, well, Mark, well, what is it? I say to him simply, and you want to write this down if you're taking notes. If John says, well, what is it? I just simply say, John, as I said, it's an e-commerce business, but way too complicated to explain over the phone. I'm going to send you a video. Check the video out, and if you see something in it for yourself, hey, let's get together. Now, folks, I can assure you that if you send out 20 videos, you should get, worst case scenario, those 20 videos will fall into the hands or onto the screens of entrepreneurs, people that are looking. So in this case here, you might send 20 videos out. Worst case scenario, you might have 5 to 6 people that want to do what you're doing. So you would put, the first person you put is Sue, you put there. And then you put Mark, because that'll qualify you for your left and right and qualify you to start creating the income streams in this model. Then what happens here, if you take on the other 2 or 3, you put the other one on the outside of Sue's left leg and Pam's left leg, and the other one here. You never put the people that you physically bring in yourself on the insides here, because that's Sue's responsibility to build her teams. Because here's what happens, folks. If you take on Sue and then you take on Bill, you put Bill there, and then you take on Fred and you put Fred there for Sue, guess what? Sue's there looking at this going, hey, I don't have to do anything. Pam's building my whole business. It's free enterprise, folks. We're looking for entrepreneurs, so we all have to do something. But all you got to do is build 2 teams. It's not as if you've got to climb Mount Everest here, folks. It's very, very simple. But Sue then, she does the same thing because she wants to do that 30-day, 90-day game plan. We help Sue make a list of people that she knows, and we teach Sue what to say to her friends, or we give Sue a text message to send out to her friends. Basically, you're just sharing a video. The ones that are interested, then Sue's going to put her people on her right leg, and she'll put some people on the left leg there. And we do the same thing with Mark and Mark and his people, etc. So the first step is you want to take on one person left, one person right. Then help those people take on one person left, one person right. Then we help these people take on one left. It's like you're marching in the army. Left, right, left, right, left, right. You know what I mean? So all you got to do is you build left, right, left, right. Okay, it's folks, it's that simple. It's difficult to understand, in my opinion, right? Because people look at this and go, well, what else do you got to do? Well, at this point, this is all you got to do. Okay, so here's how we go, folks. We make a list of people. We call them to see whether they're interested in having a look at an idea. We send them a video link, or we text them. Then the 4th step, so step 1, you create a database. Step 2, you ring them up to send them. You ring them up, and then step 3, you send them a video link, and then step 4, you just follow up with them the next day. Hey, John, it's Mark again. Did you check out the video? What did you like most about it? And John says, hey, this is really good. I'm interested. Or John said, Mark, I'm not interested at all. Hey, fantastic. I'm looking for the ones that are interested. I'm happy also for the ones that are not interested, because I don't have to waste time with them. You know what I mean? That's why I like sending out the links, because the links are like my advertising screening process for the people, for the entrepreneurial-minded people, and the people who are not interested in looking at anything extra because they might be satisfied or whatever the case is. Okay? So, folks, it's very, very simple. And what we do, step 1, register some people so you get that beginner bonus, qualify for that beginner bonus here, and set that game plan for that 90-day game plan to become a director. Okay, so now I just want to recap here just very quickly. Just bear with me, I'm going to go back a few slides here. Now, this is something important to know, and when you're getting involved in this business, you want to teach people to do this. This is Pam, let's just say that's you. A good goal in this business to create the big dollars, if you want to retire from your job, this would be a great goal. Now, a great goal, medium to long term, would be for you to introduce personally over a period of time, maybe 6 months or 12 months or even earlier, have a 2020 vision. You want to put 20 personally people that have been introduced via your link on the outside left here, and 20 people on the outside right there. So that's 40 people in all, in total, over a period of 6 to 12 months or 2 years. Now, in saying that, you can register just 2 people and you can be making $1 million a year out of this business, okay, if they're 2 hot shots, okay? So, but to make it a lot of money, you want to probably make 20 left, 20 right, but a good goal would be this month is to register 3 people on the left side and 3 people on the right side. Oh, let's just take it down here. Okay, 2 people. So Sue and Sam this month on the left, and Mark and Kim on the right. Now, if you're brand new, folks, and you're looking at this for the first time, this is what I strongly recommend. If you're looking at this for the first time, you don't understand it, but you see $1 in here somewhere, learn as you go. What you want to do is throw your hat in the ring and get the next available position, because you will be placed underneath the next available position anywhere here on someone's outside left and someone's outside right. And when they sponsor more people, they'll be putting those people underneath you, which you will benefit from that business volume. Okay, so that's why it's not a first in, first serve, but it is, you get a little bit of an advantage if you do get in first, okay? Because if Pam is if this person is, let's say this person is all the way down the bottom there, right? And Pam puts another 10 people underneath there. Well, while this guy here down the bottom here is learning, there's 10 people underneath there already, and there's already 10 people creating business volume, and this guy will benefit from that down the track once he takes on his left and right. Okay. Now, when you are registering people, folks, you've got to remember this. This is so important because it's very hard to change. Okay. You always want to register people on your outside leg and your outside right leg or your outside left leg. When Stu gets involved, we're going to be teaching Sue. When you take on people, you make sure you put your 10 or 5 people on the outside of your right and on the outside of your left. Now, folks, here's the beauty about this. Because we're a global business, okay, as Pam gets involved and brings Sue in, who lives in Sydney, and Mark lives in Melbourne, and Sue brings in Sally here, who lives in Melbourne too. And these people are all building local. We're in Victoria now. Guess what? Sam is on Facebook, and he knows a lot of people in Europe, or let's say in America. What happens here is Sam registers some of his buddies in America, and these people in America get involved, and they're doing all their e-commerce stuff because it's huge over there, right? And guess what's happening here? While all these people here in America getting involved in creating business volume, guess what Sam's doing in Australia, and Sue and also Pam, and they live in Australia? While there's people in America doing business, guess what these guys are doing? They're sleeping. Okay, and then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting people underneath the American organization, because we're going to have to put some Aussie people underneath here, okay, because we've got to put them underneath the next available position. And while we're out there doing our business and commerce, guess what the Americans are doing? They're sleeping. They wake up in the morning, how much business have we got from our international business legs? Now, folks, this is why this is so exciting, and this is why this is going to attract a lot of people, especially business-minded people, because for them to get a worldwide business happening, okay, it takes years to establish, and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of investment to get it going. In here, folks, all you have to do is learn 4 basic steps. Create a database of people, ring them up, send them a video link, follow them up to see who wants to become an entrepreneur or see who wants to create wealth for themselves or not. It's as simple as that. And people will know people in Europe. People will know people in Asia, New Zealand, and all of a sudden, All these organizations are in your particular organization, and over the next 2 years or less, you will be able to create massive, passive income for you and your family. And I can guarantee you, and it's a passion of mine, in the next 12 months, we're going to help people get financially free to the point where they're going to be making too much money from this part-time business that for them working full-time in a job is going to be a waste of time. Okay, so it's very, very exciting. Now, folks, we've nearly gone in here for an hour, but I'm going to leave you with one thing. One business skill you want to promote, you want to learn to do in this is you want to become a person that learns to promote. Now, what do you promote? Well, you want to promote the webinars such as this. You want to promote the product range, either the Surge, etc. You want to promote everything. In other words, promotion means let it be known to people. Now, this is how you build your business. This is how you build it smart instead of hard, okay? Now, when Pam gets involved in the business, understand that Pam's just brand new. So when you get involved in the business, you're just brand new. But you've just learned how to do step 1, 2, 3, and 4, create a database, ring up some people, send them a video link, and follow them up. That's all you got to do, folks. And guess what? You don't have to go to university for 2 years or 4 years to learn how to do that. We can teach you that in 1 hour. Okay, but the whole business thing can be a little bit difficult to understand, okay? But what Pam does, because she's a smart lady, what Pam does is she learns to promote these webinars to the people that have said, yes, I want to know more about this business, what do I do? So what Pam says is, hey, there's a webinar happening on Monday night at 8 o'clock. I'll send you the link. Make sure you get on it, and we'll be able to learn more about that. So what is happening is Pam is ringing up her people, finding the ones who want to make money and the ones who don't, and the ones that do, she then promotes these webinars. And folks, you want to start learning, you want to start looking at, okay, well, hey, I don't know much about this business, but I think I can do a few basic steps. Let other people teach the people I bring in for me. Okay, and we're going to have series of these webinars, and as we grow and grow, because we're only new here, folks, we're a couple of days old here. As a matter of fact, we're really getting started on the 10th, which is the 10th US time, which is Friday. So, and it's gearing up for some incredible stuff. There's going to be some incredible things happening there. But just in summing up here, folks, I just want to go through just these 3 levels again here, and we'll wrap it up. When you get in, it's $9.95 to get in. The person who brought you here will send you a link, or hopefully you're already in, okay? But they'll send you a link. You can get an invitation, and then when you get involved in the business, you'll need to register if you want to create wealth for yourself. If you want to pick the Prime, or the Surge, or the Excel, okay? You decide which one you want, but you have to go in and you've got to pay your $9.95, okay? If you want to build a business, and then you pick your Prime, Excel, or Surge, and then on the 10th. US time, we will have the Springboard products open to us, where for those who want to, you can purchase 60 products, and for that, hopefully you might get 300-400% margins on that, okay? And the actual products that will be on there, they'll let you know what sort of margins we have got, so it's brilliant, okay? But if you can't afford that, go to the Surge. If you can't afford that, go to the Prime, and build the business up to the point where you can upgrade yourself. Okay, so folks, I congratulate you. It's nearly an hour here, but I congratulate all of you for being on this particular webinar. We're going to have another webinar on Monday evening, this coming Monday at 8 o'clock, not 8:30, but 8 o'clock. And so what you want to do over between now and then, you want to create that database of people you know. Folks, as I said, this is 100% predictable. It's science, it's mathematics, it's 100% predictable. If you do step 1, create a database. Step 2, call the people on your database, send the video link and follow up, you will see people just like you who want something extra in life. And that's why it's 100% predictable. If you ring up 20 people, you 20 videos, I believe with this particular model, the worst case scenario is you get 5 to 6 people that will want to do this. And I believe the worst case scenario. I know a gentleman who he's shown a lot of people, and guess what? He's had more than a 95% success rate of people saying, this is great, I'm in. So folks, and I've been involved in this industry 25 years, I've never seen anything like it. everyone we're talking to is more or less getting in because they can see the future. They understand, and they're looking for something extra, because I think a lot of people today understand that working 9 to 5 can, in a job for working for somebody else, can possibly not create the wealth for themselves that they want. Okay, so folks, I congratulate you on being on this webinar for an hour here, and you know, set your target to become that director within 90 days. If you want to contact myself personally, we can put together a game plan. Stick close with your support team, because we're going to work together here as a unit, as a whole team. As Dream, you know, as a team, we can do this together faster. Let's learn together. When the site fully is operational, there's going to be a lot of tutorials and videos and learning that we can do. And just remember some basic stuff. You want to write this one down if you're taking notes. The person who promotes the most will make the most. And what do you promote? Hey, promote these webinars. Get people to the information and the knowledge, because you don't know it all. I don't know it all. I just bring people to webinars. I bring people to my support team and so forth, and let them do the work for me. It's just leverage. So guys, once again, congratulate you on being here, and we'll catch up with you on Monday. Get back to the person who invited you here for more information, and let them get you started so you can get a great, we can hit the ground running in 2016, and you never know, 2016 could be the year that you can retire from your job if that's one of your goals. Thank you. We'll catch you on the next webinar on Monday night at 8 o'clock. Thank you.